connect using Skype or something. But the idea is I'm sitting here at the counter in my office with all my inventory, my computers, my scales, my test equipment, my calipers, all the things to make sure, coin pingers and apps and all the things that we use to verify stuff. I'm still working on getting a Sigma, by the way. If you know where to get a Sigma cheap, let me know. But they're always sold out everywhere I go. I see a guy in Facebook that lists about 5 at a time. He seems to be a wholesaler, but they're gone within a minute. So I'm having trouble getting a Sigma. I'm working on that. Everything I do buy is Sigma or XRF tested, though, by the people I buy it from, and they're all big brand names and wholesalers. So that said, the idea of being able to call in is now a thing, and you'll appear, and up to, unlimited people can be in the queue. You could, if I get busy, you could have 20 people deep in the queue. A little bit of static when I talk, okay? So maybe I'm peeking out the meters here. I don't really have a way to monitor my own voice without creating echo. So let me see if I can make some adjustments to that. It may just be, I'm not sure why. I'm not peeking out any meters anywhere when I speak. It seems to be all in the green. So maybe it's internet noise. My stream status is clean and green. Everything seems to be happy and high bandwidth here. So what I'm going to do is basically hang out on the stream. People can call in. I will do auctions and giveaways throughout the day and things like that, and bin sales. I will ask you questions and talk with you in the chat about your collecting and stacking goals and ideas. We will take your questions. If you don't want to call in and buy something, you can call in and just, we'll look stuff up. Uh-oh, my camera froze. I seem to be overheating the camera already. Let me go over here and reset it. So we can do that. Camera froze. I don't know if you still have audio. Okay, so the camera's overheating. I left it on overnight by accident. That may kill the stream today if it keeps doing that. But I am back. And with that, is there anything I can do for you in terms of being your local coin shop to make the experience awesome? How would that work for you? Let's see. We've got David says he's going to come and go. Long Live Coin says no problems on his end. So Long Lived, I brought you up and then I started talking about the phone thing. So you had mentioned you wanted to collab. If you have some time today, I would love to test out this coin calls system and have you call me up. All you have to do is go to that address, HistoricMetals.com/live call, and it's in a browser. You don't have to install anything. It'll tell you, give a permission for your microphone and your camera if you want. You can turn those on and off on your controls. It's a lot like being in a Zoom call or a Google meeting, something like that. In the meantime, in between time, there's a couple things that we can do. One thing that I had on my agenda for today was to check out today's daily coin news. So I was going to go over to Kitco and just check out the headlines today, what's going on in the world of precious metals. And let's take a look at that. Let me go over to my screen for that and see if the audio is still working okay and the music is still on. So what's in the news today? Let me blow this up a little bigger for you. Which tab is that? So gold is at 1940. Silver is at 23.57 today. A little bit of a dip on both of those going on in this hour. And as we go down through, we have some articles. Looks like gold and silver is the bottom end. Let's see who's talking about that. Kitco is. So they're saying, is the bottom in. Precious metals came under pressure this week, led by better than expected employment data and a lack of follow-through on the U.S. credit rating downgrade. After 2011, we had the economy struggling. Today looks a little bit like that. Silver futures are down, approaching another value buy area. So it might be time to start buying silver. Rising support levels. overhead 24 is going to be followed by 25, and anything over 25.60 will cause the shorts to sell out. I'm not much of an analyst, but it's interesting stuff to kind of keep track of. What else is going on in the news? Anything else about gold or silver? This is just all about global economics for the most part. I don't see anything else. It's gold price slightly up after the jobs report. No surprises. Another place says gold prices remain stuck in neutral due to the jobs increase. Jobs increases are funny because it just means there's less unemployment. It doesn't mean there's more employment, if that makes any sense. So it's kind of like inflation. There's less inflation just means it's a lower amount of inflation than it was before. It's still inflation, which is kind of a ripoff. And caused by the printing of money because people aren't using real money or sound money like gold and silver like we all do. So for sure, we want to be using sound money, stacking sound money, making sure we've got our futures covered. So let's take a look at the chat. Let's see. So long lived. I'm going to be here for a while. You need a bit of time. How much time do I have? Well, theoretically, if I can figure out a way to make the stream interesting and my camera stopped freezing up, I don't know what's going on with my camera. If I have to keep stopping and restarting it, I may have to shut down and let it cool off for a while, or just use other cameras and turn off my face cam for a while. But it wasn't doing that all day yesterday, and today, now that I'm streaming, it wants to lock up and freeze. My hair's sticking up. I'm just having one of those days. It's a Thursday. But David, or Long Live Coins, I will be here for a while. I think if I keep talking or be entertaining, maybe play one of my full-length YouTube videos to take a break and we can talk about it like it's a premiere from, something like that. But I'll pass the time waiting to see if people want to take advantage of me being open as a coin shop on the internet. My theory is I could go rent a building. Some of you follow SC Stacker. He now is known as Coinbox, and I wish him the best of luck. Your hair's sticking up too, Jody. Yeah. And I'm not sure why that chat didn't appear on the screen either. It should have. Let me send a chat. I hate my hair. I'm going to say that in chat. And yeah, it did appear on the screen down there in the lower left. I think if we get 2 or 3 messages in a row, you'll notice them more. They fade out after a while. Have a sip of my iced tea, salivate metal style. When you talk a lot, you have to take liquid refreshment in from time to time. Now I could just start going through metal and showing metal. One of the things I need to do desperately badly, I have this box of stuff from foreign countries, and I have this bag of foreign money. It's coins all in bags, inside bags, sorted a little bit by country and type and color. But I don't know what any of it is. Like, and I mean, I know what it is, but I don't know what it is. I haven't gone through this 1.5 pound coins. So at some point, I'm going to have to go through those. And I might do that live on the stream today. I might sit here and show you how I evaluate coins to see what they're worth and how valuable they are, what they might be, if they're interesting or not, if they're collectible or not. Some of these are old, some of them are not. There are just all kinds of things in this bag here. So, just to take something at random right off the top here and switch over to the coin cam, which is maybe give the Sony a little break. So I have this Morgan on a necklace that I recently got. It's kind of a toner. It's a nice looking kind of goldish tone, which is interesting coloring. A little green on the back. It's been on this chain for a while. This is a sterling silver sombrero that I got. Very cool. They're very common. You can find these things on eBay fairly inexpensively, but it makes a nice place to kind of keep my silver ring and necklaces and things. And a little bit of a display. Long Live Coin says, let me get the kids lined out and I'll try and hop on in 10 or 15 minutes. That's perfect. All you got to do is go to HistoricMetals/live call, and it'll talk to you like on your phone or on your computer with a mic. If you want to use your camera, that's fine. That would be great because it looks better on the stream. Otherwise, you'll be over here on the side with an icon or your face. and we'll see how choppy the bandwidth and audio and such works out. I've never tested it with a live call, only kind of here in my house with my cell phone, make sure it works and connects and everything. But due to the echo, I couldn't really be in 2 rooms at the same time and listen to myself. So I'm looking forward to seeing how it works. You can be my guinea pig. And in the meantime, while I wait for you, we'll just take a look at some of these foreign coins casually on the coin box. So let me move the old sombrero to the side there. Some Ultra Cameo gold in the back and some pandas I just put up there. So the first coin I pulled out, I'll check it with my magnifying glass first, is a Mexican Estados Unidos Mexicanos. This is a regular 1969 centavos, so 20 centavos. So this is a Mexican 20-cent piece, basically. It's dinged up and chipped up and not at all rare or anything, but now that it's, you know, getting a little older, it's from 1969. I should put gloves on. My fingernails look horrible and my fingers are a little dirty from messing with all the dusty stuff around my streaming station, getting wires set up and things. Anyway, yeah, so 20 centavos, cool picture of the, I guess that's a Mayan pyramid or an Aztec. I got it. I can't remember which is which. That one's Mayan, I think, in Mexico. And then, yeah, the old snake and eagle that they like to put on everything, which I actually have on several coins we looked at last time, was snakes and eagles were the theme of the day. Mexican 20 centavos. What else is in this box here? Actually, I think this pile is a lot of Mexican. Here's something big British here. So this one is a just a regular old 1 penny, giant penny from 1967, British penny, not American. And yeah, very young looking queen on there back then. It's kind of interesting, you know, the queen's age on the coins matches the age of the coins to a point. Obviously, she looks like a young 20s there, you know, maybe teenager or 20s in that picture. Very young looking. Little ribbon in her hair, no crown or tiara. But that would have been 1967, 1 year before I was born. So that's interesting. Just old British penny. What else do we have here? Some of these are slab or kind of worn out looking in this bag. Let's see, here's something Chinese, or what do we have here? I don't know. That's not Chinese. I think that's Korean. So much gray hair right now, it's crazy. Well, you know, I have a little bit of gray myself. I think it makes us distinguished. Is that what it is? Distinguished from what? People without gray hair? I don't know. Who knows? I got no idea. So, but yeah, I earned mine. Gray hair. I definitely earned my gray hair. What do we here? We got a ship coin from somewhere, but it's awfully dirty. 1964, half penny. Half penny, hey penny. Seems like the stuff of nursery rhymes. A half penny. And a very, very young queen here as well. Elizabeth looks like just and a tween. She's in, you know, adolescent there at best. Interesting. Let's see. Here's here's an American wheat penny. Good old American wheat pennies, man. You can't go wrong with these guys. You can buy them by the bucketful. This one's trashed. It's from 1934. I don't know why there's just so many of them. I guess everybody's got wheat pennies, and they're not uncommon or anything, but they're from kind of the same period as Winged Liberty dimes that you all know as Mercury dimes. It's kind of the same time period. Be walking around with some Mercs and some wheats in your pocket. What do you call a quarter today? Just a Washington? Like, they don't have cool names like wheat pennies and Mercuries. They're just, I don't know, American coin has just gotten so lame. Here's another one. I'm going to sort this stuff while I'm at it, but I guess it's kind of pointless. What's on here? Some plants. This is a German one from 1950. Bundesrepublik Deutschland, a 10 Pfennig. So basically 10 cents in Germany. The words, you know, penny, Pfennig, centavo, cents and pennies. Those are the, you know, kind of base words that we all use for things. This one's very shiny. What do we have here? This is a Cinco Centavos from 1965 with an austere-looking Latin woman on it. Probably somebody famous. And there's the old eagle and snake. Snake and eagle. Always fighting on every coin. We can't get along. Yeah, it is nice, Jody. Good morning, Jeff. How are you? Thanks for coming by the local coin shop online. I'm just going through a bag of foreign metal junk that I got £1.50 of for one money, and checking out some of the reverses and faces on them just to see what they look like. Jamaica halfpenny 1965, little coat of arms. It's funny that knights and coats of arms, I don't associate that with Jamaica really, but I've never been there. Maybe they had a huge medieval castle in the middle everybody was raiding all the time on the island. I don't know. So the second Queen Elizabeth. The second Queen Elizabeth. So this is interesting because obviously Queen Elizabeth is Queen Elizabeth II. But Queen Elizabeth is not something you see on here all the time. Hey, Silver Az, how you doing? Good to see you, my friend. Thank you for coming by. I'm just opening up today my new online coin shop. I'm going to be like an LCS. I'm going to be here all day. For those of you just coming in, I have a new feature called the call. You can actually call the show at HistoricMetals.com/live call. Let me know in chat if you're going to do that, because I have to go look at a screen to see if you're there, and it doesn't make any alert noise when you call in. But if you're there, I can add you to the stream, and you can call in from your telephone, Mac, or PC with a mic and a camera, and it should work out really well. I do turn off the music on the call screen, so we'll go back to the coin box and get the music back. But at any rate, yeah, the idea is that, you'd walk into a store and talk to the coin guy or the guy at Vermilion or whatever. Walk into my online store, call me on the phone, and talk to me on the stream in front of everybody. And if you want to be anonymous, you just use your screen name and no camera, and we can do our deal right there online. I can show you inventory with the scope and with this camera. This is a $2 1998 coin from Hong Kong. Now this one, I actually probably got this one myself. I've been to Hong Kong, and I mixed the coins that I brought home from my travels in with these others that are in a big bag of foreign stuff. I've been to 16 countries. I've been to, let's start from the beginning. I live in America, so I've been here, United States. So US, Canada, Mexico. Going further south, I've been to Peru, Colombia. Where else have I been down there? Costa Rica. Peru, Colombia, Costa Rica, Mexico. US, Canada. Great Britain, Wales, Scotland. Didn't get to Ireland because the ferries were closed due to bad weather. Then I've been to the Netherlands, or Holland, whichever you want to call it. I've been to Abu Dhabi in the UAE. I've been to Hong Kong and the island of Macau, China Special Administrative Regions. I've been to Iceland. I'm probably forgetting. I've been to all 48 continental United States. I have not been to Alaska or Hawaii yet. But I have managed to get around the world, and I brought back lots of coins. Hey, Silver Paws, what's up, my friend? Good to see you. Hey, Silver Paws, you might be a good candidate for this. If you're just getting here, I'm going to talk about it a lot today, so y'all will get a little tired of hearing it if you stick around, but I want everyone to know. I have a new feature where you can call into my show and talk to me live, just like if you walked into your coin shop. So the idea is I'm your local coin shop for the towns that don't have one. Come and see me. I've got 100K in inventory, gold, silver, a little bit of platinum, some sterling. I can get other things in bulk. If you wanted to buy tubes or big bars or something like that, I can order those for you. We can talk about it. You know, I may be able to help you out if someone else can't, or if you'd prefer to deal with me. But for unique objects, I'm going to be your go-to guy. So I have lots of collectibles, lots of numismatics, lots of historic pieces, all this foreign stuff to go through for those of you that collect foreign stuff. And the idea is you just go to HistoricMetals.com/live call, and you'll be able to use your phone to talk to me, or a browser, any browser basically. So that'll be a lot of fun to mess with. And you know, my friend, you need a number. Well, I'll give you my phone number privately. Pause. I'm not going to publish that right here live on the stream, but I'll do that when I'm, you know, at a computer where I can email you. Or you can just go to HistoricMetals.com live call while I'm online and streaming, and call right into the show, and your face will be right here where this telephone is. Call the show live from your phone, PC, or Mac. Turn on your cam, mic, or just your mic. Let's talk about metals. I'll be your online LCS. Use your screen name and mic only to be anonymous. No installation required. It's fun and easy. Connect at HistoricMetals.com/live call. And that's going to be good anytime I'm up and streaming. It has to be online and streaming for it to all work out, but because it's plugged into my streaming software. But I would love for that to be a thing that takes off, and I sit here and take calls from people and talk about their coin collections. They can show me a piece, and we can try to figure out values, and, you know, whatever you might walk into a local coin shop for, I'm here for you. And I'm going to try to be online every day from around 10 a.m. Central till I get tired, more or less, or the crowd dies off. So, I mean, I could see myself doing 4 to 6 hours a day, just hanging out here, being open every day, Monday through Friday or whatever. Again, I'll work out a schedule. This is all kind of fresh, and I'm not sure how much I can sustain. It might be 3 days a week. It might be like Monday, Wednesday, Friday, or Tuesday and Thursday. We'll see what the crowd wants. I hope you wouldn't do that, my friend. I'm so happy you're back. I love the educational lessons that I get from you. Well, thanks, Silverpaws. I'm not sure what you said I wouldn't do, what I shouldn't do. I forgot already as I ramble here what it was that I might do that you don't want me to do, but I'll be here, and I'm gonna stick around. I've actually left my full-time job to pursue YouTube and metals and making content videos like I do, a little bit better and higher quality and you know, in greater detail. My next video that I'm working on right now is actually not about metal, but it's about treasure, sort of. Everyone knows the new Indiana Jones movie just came out this summer, and that's a series that goes back to my childhood. So I'm going to do a video about who the real life Indiana Jones might have been, that they modeled him after. And there are several candidates that are very similar to Indy that I'll be talking about in my video that you'll get to know from history that are, in fact, historic people, just like you guys. So speaking of places I've been, I mentioned Costa Rica. I must have stumbled into a bag of things where, oh, hey, Shroom Day, you're at MycoFest, taking a break from the heat. I am well. Thank you for coming by, my brother. It's always a pleasure to see you. I was just telling people about my live call feature where you can call into the show. Maybe you should call in from MycoFest. You can do it from your phone on Wi-Fi. All you have to do is go to HistoricMetals.com/live call, and it's kind of like a Zoom meeting or a Google meeting. You'll be able to just turn on your mic or your camera, pick a picture for yourself or use your camera and talk to me live on the stream. Hey, Cash Money, thanks for coming by. How you doing? We were just talking about my live call feature, and also I need to make the chat on the screen a little wider, it looks like, above the calls. I wasn't sure if I should have the chat room on during the call screen here, but when someone calls in, they'll replace the telephone on the right, and it'll be like, you know, like any live stream you've seen with two people on it, left and right screen. And the chat room will be rolling up the top. But it's good to see everybody. I'll probably do some auctions and bins, you know, on a daily basis. But for the most part, I just want to be here and be your local coin shop. We'll go through coins together like I'm doing today. Here's one that I picked up in Costa Rica. I like these giant size coins. They're extra large. Like, here's an American cent to show you the scale of how big this is, like a $50, but it's just their Costa Rica money from 2005. In this case, 500 colones. 500 colones is, it might buy you a cup of coffee. A cup of coffee is probably more like 1,500. I don't remember the exact exchange rate. It was last winter when I was there. and it of course changes all the time. Examples of money from other countries that are currently in use in those countries. Some of these are weird shapes, like this particular Hong Kong coin. They don't like round over there, or even numbers. They don't, they don't do ounces in China. They do 30 grams. They don't do a dollar coin. They do a $2 coin because they're China. They just got to be one bigger, I guess. In this case, it's Hong Kong, which is technically not China and very debatable. But look at the beautiful flower that they chose to put on there. Just simple, elegant, and interesting shape. This coin. So, fun stuff there. We got Shroom Day, Cash Money, Jeff Davis, David Canham, Jody Greenwood, Silver Ass, Silver Paws, everybody hanging out. Long live coins. I'm hoping one of you guys can try out this live call feature pretty soon. I'd love to get you online and talk to you and see if it works. In the meantime, I'll just keep looking at these cool pictures on these foreign coins that I'm going through here. I should be looking up their values. Another Mexican one, another snake and eagle, a little worn out. This is a bimetal with the insert. It's Diaz pesos, so uno, dos, tres, cuatro, cinco, I don't know, 10 pesos? Yeah, $10, it says at the top. There's a dollar sign for pesos. Hey, Susan Lycom, how you doing? Good to see you. Thanks for coming by. What else do we... Oh, this one's very light. This doesn't weigh anything. It feels like a feather in my hand. It's probably made out of aluminum 5 colones. I just saw, we just had the 500 colones. It's a very light coin. It doesn't weigh anything. None of them are using... These foreign coins are using the reeded edges either, which is interesting. They all have flat, straight edges. I think this one is silver. Can't remember. Have to look it up. A little tiny ship coin. No, not silver. Canadian 10 cents. Canada likes to put the big ships on their stuff. An older queen now. We had the younger queen on that stuff from the 60s, but she has aged a little bit by now. What is this? This has got interesting stuff on it. Oh yeah, this one's really cool. I think that this one is Middle Eastern, of course. 1990. Did this come from my trip to the United Arab Emirates? Yes, it did. So I gotta say, when I was in the UAE, when I visited Abu Dhabi, I had a guide and a friend, a local friend from the internet, who met me there from a community, a different crypto, actually from the cryptocurrency community. I was going to speak at a conference, and I hooked up with somebody local, and we got a driver for the day, and we spent all day going around UAE. But I have no idea how the money works. As you can see, it's not obvious, right? It's like it has the year on it. There's the only number I recognize. But it does not tell you how much money it is in English or a number. You have to know Arabic. So I found that to be really complicated when it came to the metal change. The money says what it is, but the metal change was super confusing over there. Like, no idea what was going on. Inglorious Stacker, welcome in. Thanks for coming. We're just going through some foreign coins that I have a big bag of here and checking out what they look like, just to see what money around the world looks like. No particular reason. I am promoting the idea that I can be your local online coin shop. Here's a German coin from 1987. Not that interesting, not that clean. By Finnig. Just a little nickel from Germany. Let's dump out some of these more colorful ones. Got a big pile of coins all over my desk in my way now. I'm destined to knock off the table and make a bunch of noise. Here's another one of those UAE. Oh, this one I think actually says what it is. So this is Israel, 1 shekel. You always hear, comedians and Jewish guys like Seinfeld talking about a shekel. Well, here's a shekel to heckle on the stream. Like just a fleur-de-lis, a trident type of thing on the front. 1 shekel. from Israel. Pretty plain, pretty basic, very shiny, as you can see. Laser beams. And a nice looking coin. Ooh, this is very shiny. What do we have here? Another interesting shaped coin. This one is from Macau. Now, if you've never heard of Macau, it is super cool. Macau is a Pacific island off the coast of China, not too far from Hong Kong and the contested areas you're hearing about on the news right now, in the strait over there. So this is 5 patakas with a ship on the front, very maritime oriented island, Macau. Now, Macau, I can tell you some things about Macau. Let me put this up in an easel and talk about Macau for a second, because Macau is very, very cool. So when I went to Macau, I was traveling through, I went to Hong Kong, went to Macau. Macau is called the Las Vegas of the East because it's full of casinos, right? So it's very much like a casino island. American casinos and European casino brands are there. When you go there, it's interesting because Macau has its own money, like the coin that I'm showing you now. Then it has Hong Kong money, which is also acceptable most places. And then it has yuan, Chinese money, which is acceptable most places. So when you get there and you convert your currency for local use, you have to get some of all three. And I tell you what, I went to the hotel, they took my card, so they just took money in debit card mode, plastic mode. But when I went to the taxi, I flagged a taxi down. I knew it would take some cash. So I get to the casino and restaurant that I'm going to for supper in the taxi. The guy doesn't speak any English. I don't speak any Chinese or any Portuguese, which is the other language about Macau. Portugal owned Macau before China got it. Very interesting place. Has Latin influence, Asian influence, American influence. It's European influence. It's got amazing cuisine. But anyway, I get to the casino and restaurant with a taxi driver, and I hand him Macau money because I'm in Macau. I think, hey, I'm in a Macau taxi. I give him Macau cash. He's like, no. I only take Chinese yuan. He would not take the Macau money, and he got very upset, and he locked all the doors, and I'm locked in this taxi by myself in a Chinese region, and I'm freaking out a little bit. But we're in front of a valet stand at the casino and restaurant, and so I managed to get the window down and flag over the valet, and I'm like, English? He's like, yeah. I'm like, Chinese? He's like, yeah. He speaks them both, but he's actually Filipino, it turns out. So anyway, I get this guy involved, and he uses his personal tip money to exchange my Macau money for Chinese yuan money so that the taxi driver won't hit me with a baseball bat. He was screaming at me about having the wrong kind of currency, and he was so very upset. It was terrible customer service. 1 star, would not recommend. And yeah, so it was super crazy to go to Macau and deal in 3 currencies on an island that's the size of Key West. I mean, it's not very big, right? So wherever you go, you got to figure out what kind of money they're going to take on the bus or in the taxi or in the casino. And for the most part, Chinese money was welcome everywhere. US dollars were welcome everywhere. But when you got to the Macau money, it got a little weird about who would take it. And so like little local small businesses would take it, but not so much the big places. They wanted the Chinese money. Very interesting. So that's the time that a taxi driver almost beat me up in Macau. I got mugged in Colombia, but I won that fight against 5 teenage boys who attacked me in the street for my camera, but I have long legs and arms and started kicking and screaming and beating them, and I kicked a couple of them in the nuts, and they finally ran off while I was yelling, Policia, Policia. So let's go further around the world. Here's a coin that I think is 40% silver at least. I need to look it up as well. This one is from Ghana, or Guyana. And I think it's interesting because it has the guy's name under it, and his name is Guffey. But he has a respectable beard, not unlike my own. And Republic Revolt. So they're celebrating a revolt. Hey, Lady Bluegrass, good to see you. Cash Money, you feel smart now? You've always been smart, dude. Republic of Guyana, cows, wheat, $1 from the Bank of Guyana. So the Bank of some Guyana coin. Some guy on a coin right there. There's some guy on a coin. Guy on a coin. Good times. I will take this moment again to remind everyone as we get used to the new concept that you can call the show. You can call into the show and be on the show, and your face will be right here, or at least your icon, and we can talk. I'll be your local coin shop. We'll have talk about coins. We'll talk about metal, talk about your goals, what you'd like to purchase. I'll show your product and sell it to you. I have about a lot of it here. So there is that. Let me check in on the chat and see if I missed anything. We got Cash Money. Oh yeah, the guy on a coin makes me laugh because it's a guy on a coin. I'm gonna put him back in the actual flip because I think that one's silver. I think I got that one separate because it was silver. I mean, I could do this all day. I have bags and bags of stuff to go through. It's just interesting to look at all the pictures and see what money from around the world looks like that you normally don't get to see. There's little ones and big ones, and there's the way the world does money is so interesting because you'll have a country like Costa Rica that makes this giant thing, and then you'll have a country like, I gotta get this on camera to magnify it so I can read it, this little dude, and you put them next to each other, and they're probably about the same value of money in whatever country they're from, but because they're just coins. But they're, oh yeah, this is 5 cents. Just take it out of the bag. I can't get it to line up upright. It's still upside down. I think that's Hong Kong again. Anyway, yeah. Oh no, it has a queen on it. So it's funny, the size differences, the color differences, the shape differences, the choices. Oh, this is an interesting one. Check out so I mentioned earlier that most of these coins don't have reeded edges. You'll get some that do weird shapes like this. But, hey, what great news did you get, Lady Blue? Let me look in the chat. Oh, yeah. You beat cancer. We have a hero in our midst, folks. A truly historic person. Who has managed to overcome a devastating medical disability and disease and win. And Lady Bluegrass, we're so glad that you did. Here's some flowers on a coin for you virtually from Hong Kong. Now I want to show you the edge of this. This one actually has edge writing that is Chinese and I can't read it. And it's like two coins glued together with a band in the middle. So they did sort of the inverted read on the edge there. And it's just interesting how they did that. 2020, some Chinese stuff. I can't read it. Is it vertical? Yeah, it's interesting how they shape the coins. It's very thick and chunky feeling. It has substantial feel. A pocket full of these would be heavy. Yep. So, just going through some historic coins, hanging out with everybody. How can you connect on Mac? Well, you go to HistoricMetals.com/live call, or live call, no S, and it'll guide you right through it. Just like connecting to a Google meeting or a Zoom meeting, it'll ask for permission to use your camera and to use your microphone. If you choose not to use your camera, that's fine. Just you'll have an icon or a letter or something up here. I don't know what it will default to. I think there's a default sort of grayscale head that it uses as an icon for you. But I would love to see you call in and try it out. So if you're going to do that, let me know. I will bring up that screen and try to keep an eye on it. Just to watch for you to appear in the lobby. So what'll happen on my side is I have this screen here with the links on it to invite guests and capture the scene, and you'll appear down here in the region that's blank, and I'll be able to let you onto the call and engage with muting you or unmuting you there. In fact, when you do call in, MLZB up in the house. When you do call in to the show, I will, you'll be muted automatically, and I will unmute you when it's your turn to speak. So the way that works, and MLZB, just here we're talking about having long-lived coins, might call me. I have a new service where you can treat me as your local coin shop. I'll be here all day, every day during the week, or at least some schedule that I will publish soon when I figure out how much I want to commit and how valuable the idea is. But I have 100 grand in inventory here. We'll look at that. I have the ability for you to call in just like you're walking up to the counter and talking with me in the shop. So, you know, Vermilion, Coin Guy, all these guys that go to their local coin shop on their YouTube channels. Now you can be a part of that by coming to me, a local coin shop online, serving small towns all over America that don't have a local coin shop near them. While I'm waiting, we could get out some silver, for example. Is anybody interested in doing some shopping today? Do you guys have anything you're looking for or want to buy? We can look at some of these collectibles that I've picked up. For example, maybe somebody will want to do a deal or no deal on those. What I have are these boxes, and these boxes are full of product. They have glass tops so that I can take them to shows as well. But then I can just, you know, sort of open that up and start showing things like, oh, you know, my camera froze. We're going to have that problem today. So stand by while I figure out that. All right, so the camera just keeps freezing today. I'm going to have to let it cool off or figure out a way to put a fan on it or something. But I was just showing the 5 ounce and it froze again. Interesting. Let's go over here. I don't know what's going on with my camera. When my camera freezes, does my audio stop as well? Let me know in chat. Show MLZB the gold? Okay, well, let's put the silver box away. Let me show you some gold. MLZB, Cash Money. You guys are, you know, fans of Polly Buck, I think. And, you know, Polly does his 10th ounce challenge. So just for kicks, I started doing a 10th ounce challenge and got a little carried away and got 50 of them. Oh my God, the camera froze again. I don't know what's going on with the camera. When the audio keeps working, so I have 50 tints here, all different kinds. I'm gonna try to tilt them up. The ones on the left they're gonna fall because they're not in the little capsules. But we can look at some gold, sure. Let's look at some gold up close. Or maybe you'd rather look at bigger gold. We can look at bigger gold too, and we can put more gold in the set here. Let's see. Let's look at fancy gold instead of just regular generic, well, not generic tints. I have all kinds of tints. I have Krugerrands and Maples and Eagles and War in the Pacifics and Philharmonics and all kinds of stuff going on in the tints. But let's look at some interesting fancy gold. Fancy gold might include things like foreign gold. Here's an Italy. Take it out of the bag. This is a $400 piece of gold right here. Basically a little under a quarter ounce, a little more than a tenth. Let me go over to the coin cam. So this is okay, come on now. This is an 1882 Italian gold 20 lira piece. So we're talking pre-1933 by a long shot, 1882 AU58 Italian gold. That dude, I love his mustache, man. This dude, respect on the mustache for sure. You gotta respect old Umberto's mustache. The back, very Italian looking, of course. Coat of arms, lots of flowers. Very nice piece of old gold. And that can be for sale. That can be for sale for $400 shipped. Let's see what it scans at. Where's my phone? Let's see what it's scan. Oh, it went unfocused as soon as I took my hand away. All right. Beautiful gold. So yeah, there's lots of gold here. I could show you gold all day. If anybody's looking for different sizes of gram bars, and those are all carded assay grams and SM, you know, all kinds of grams. That in front is a 1/2 gram proof Libertad bar. Very rare, very expensive. But the rest in there are pretty typical 1, 2, 2.5, 5 gram type stuff. Just some bars. I have bigger gold. I have some really big gold coming, but right now, for example, I have so these are interesting. There's this guy who is doing he's an economist who wrote books. This is a quarter ounce, and you know, if you're a libertarian Austrian economics kind of person, then free choice of currency is important. And you know, Henry Hazlitt, who writes books, he's featured, an economist is featured on this gold coin, which is 25 gold for integrity. There is no substitute. Contains 1/4 ounce pure gold. Read chat historic. Off to an estate sale. Asking you for a password. Oh yes, that's right. I forgot about the password. The password is HM2023 exclamation point. Let me put it in chat. Let me get I've got hands full of gold going on here, so hang on while I get organized to get to my keyboard and switch over for phone call mode. Let's put the gold aside for a second. Get stuff spread out all over the place. All that gold is for sale, folks. Don't forget, you can buy stuff from me. So if there's anything you're looking for, just call into the show. Let me get organized for this call here real quick. And I'll have that down to a science soon. I need to unzoom my chat a little bit, and it won't unzoom. There we go. All right, so yes, the password for live calls today, and I may change it periodically, but for today, it's HM2023. Bang. That. Should be pretty easy. If that's not it, let me know. I'm gonna keep an eye on the call screen for you to appear. I'm gonna stay on this picture of money for a minute while I have a sip of my drink and get ready to talk on the phone. Gotta clean that lens off a little bit. Have a sip of my tea. Scratch and Go Crazy's in the house. Thank you for being here. What we're doing right now, folks, is waiting to see if Long Live Coins is able to successfully call me at HistoricMetals.com/live call. The password in the chat is HM2023. I'm going to pin that to the top. HM2023, bang, as they say in the business. Bang as an exclamation point. My camera is freezing, and that's really got me concerned because it didn't do that all day yesterday, and today it's freezing minutes. But I think my audio stays okay during that. So we will see how that goes. Now I'm going to need my headphones to hear the caller. Hello, Lola Davis. Welcome. Welcome in. How's everybody doing today? Music's still good. All right. Let's see here. I'm just kind of keeping an eye out to see if Long Live calls says case sensitive to not through case sensitive. Maybe all caps, but it's not. I'm looking at it right now. It shouldn't be case sensitive. Refresh and try again. So I tested this. The password is definitely 2023 exclamation point. The link should be good. I made a short link for it at my website, but there's a big, messy, ugly link I could give you to try in the chat. But basically, yeah, HistoricMetals.com/live call. As far as the web addresses aren't case sensitive. You can type that in all caps, lowercase, camel case, whatever you want. I don't know why my I may have to turn it off and turn it on again, or let it cool down and stay on the coin box for a bit. But when we do the call, I'll need it here. As long as you can still hear me, I'm not concerned about my face freezing too much. So, Susan Lycom says, Cash, you owe her a picture of KY100 and a kitty video. KY100, Kentucky John, KY100 up and down the dial. Oh, look, there he is. Long Live Coins is with us. Let me add him to the call. Let me just go like this. Group callers should come on in just a moment. The call placeholders should go away. And let's go ahead and unmute him. And down the dial. Oh, look, there he is. Long Live Coins is with us. Let me add him. You need to mute your channel or put on headphones. Let me just go like this. Group callers. Local. There you go. Should come on in just a moment. Yep, you need to mute yourself, Long Live Coins, or else it'll echo what the stream is doing. Let's go ahead and unmute him. And down the dial. Oh, look, there he is. Long Live Coins is with us. Let me add him. You need to mute your... Okay, sorry for the echo. Once he figures out to mute himself. All right. There you go.
I can't hear you, though.
You can't hear me? You should be able to hear me on the call.
Here, let me see. Let me see if I can...
You should be able to hear me on the call. Can you not hear me in the chat room? Oh. Can you hear me in the chat room at all? Can you not hear me? This is our first test, everybody, so... But his picture is good. So I got him into the stream, although he stepped off camera. All right, so I've got him up. As you can see, he's now in the call and on the screen, which is a good start. But he says he can't hear me. Now I have enabled all of that, so he should be able to hear me. I suppose there could be a lag. Let me try managing my devices in the browser. Yeah, so that's all fine. But can you hear me, Long Lived? You went away. I was listening to you talk, and then you muted the stream, and I lost you. Can you hear me? Can you hear me? All right, I can turn his video on and off. I can send him a message. I'm saying to him in the private area, can you hear me? I hear you fine. All right, there he is coming back, rattling around on his side. But can he hear me? If he has headphones, it'll work out great. If you're on a phone, you wouldn't be watching a stream at the same time. You'd just be on the video call with me. But he's doing a computer. And we hear him rattling around. I'm going to mute him. But then if I mute him, I won't know when he's talking again. So I need to figure out...
I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I got you. Can you hear me in real time?
I have headphones in, but can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. Can you hear me? Can everybody hear me in the stream? Can anybody hear me at all, anywhere? I have audio settings for you. Should be able to hear me. You should be able to hear me.
Major lag.
Is it laggy? Interesting. Okay, so I think he disconnected. I believe he disconnected, folks. Hey, Donald, how are you? Welcome in, Donald Lehman. New sub. Thank you for that. Hey, I need subs from everybody, guys. If you can shout me out, I'm on, like, you know, the trek to getting monetized and getting all the capabilities for community pages and all the things. And man, I could really use your help in that regard, folks. If you can get me some subbage, that would be super cool. Currently, I am sitting at, where are we? Let me go over to that screen. I've just gotten 6,000 views. I have 331 subscribers, but I really need to get to 500. So if y'all can help me with that, that would be awesome. Meanwhile, Long Live Coins is trying to get his technology worked out. He was on and fine. He's back. Let me unmute him. Hey, are you there? Are you there, Long Live Coins? You should appear on the screen any minute now. Are you there, Long Live Coins? I hear you making noise over there, but I don't think you hear me.
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yes, I totally can hear you. Can you hear me? Can you hear me? I see your arm and your treasure box. I just need to get this dialed in, and then people will be able to take advantage of the show. In fact, other people can call in now. It's like a group thing. Whoever's speaking will be shown on the right. You have to take turns to
Yeah,
speak.
we're just having really bad lag, like almost 30 seconds.
Oof. What kind of internet connection are you on? We'll wait for that answer. So it shouldn't be that latent. It's supposed to be pretty fast. My tests here in the house on Wi-Fi were pretty good. Look at you just piling all your silver in a box without capsules. Or, well, that one's got a capsule. Or protection. You should wear protection. Thanks for subscribing, Lola.
I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe the... what kind of internet connection do you have? We're supposed
Some
to...
of them have capsules.
Yeah, okay, you're catching up to that comment. So, I've got to figure out... You're not supposed to have to hear me over the stream. You're supposed to be able to hear me in the call. At this point, you should basically just be on the call, not watching the stream. And I'm trying to figure out if there's a way to talk to you in the back room. It says solo talk, but it won't let me choose it. I can highlight you and make you the video. Solo talk isn't working. Let me check my settings. Okay, no. And how about here? So audio source, no audio. If I put this on, do I start echoing on the stream?
I hear somebody else.
No, that's me. Probably twice.
Okay, I hear you over there too.
Yeah, so you would need to turn off the stream.
Okay.
And only listen on the call.
Okay.
If you're only listening on the call, then everything was fine. Did you turn off your camera or did it turn itself off?
I didn't turn it off.
Oh, no, that's... Why is it... Oh, it's showing me in the mix. Okay, hold on. Let me actually try to remove myself as a performer. Scene 2, scene... Group 1. Now am I in the group? Let me just highlight you. That'll work. Okay. So that'll keep it on you and keep it on me. And you should be able to hear me on the call like real time. Is that correct now?
Well, I think I think I'm hearing you real time now.
Perfect. Now, chat, can you hear Long Live Coins and me talking to each... Oh, you've got echo. All right, let me figure out how to unecho myself. I may not be able to do this on the same machine. How about now? Can you hear me now?
I lost all audio there.
You did. You lost all audio when I did that.
Yeah, now you're back.
I gotta figure out how to stop the echo. I may not have this figured out for today because the echo comes on when you can hear me, but now can people hear me in the group call? Can anyone hear me talking? Can you hear me talking in the chat? Can you hear me talking Long Live Coins?
I mean, I can definitely hear everything, I think, real time now. I don't know if they can hear us, but...
Okay, so if I said 1, 2, you would say 3. 1, 2.
3.
Perfect. You and I are synced. So now let me check in on chat. If they can hear me with no echo, There's no echo for you right now, chat room. This is great. I may have figured it out. It seems, I think I got it. So we can do live calls. I just have to remember to do all the right muting at all the right times. And my stupid camera's freezing today like crazy. So you're showing us some silver. Now that we got it, let's talk to each other. Long live coins. Welcome to Historic Metals channel, my first live caller on the show. This is exciting. It's historic. It's the first live call. So what do you got there in your box? Show us your stuff, man. Tell us about it.
Yeah, well, this is just kind of my YouTube box, as it were. So yeah, I built this box with mostly hand tools, and just decided once I had it built, well, I better put something in it and see, need to fill it.
You got to fill the box.
Right. You got to fill it. So I filled the box, and now I just kind of use it for props in the background. In fact, I haven't went through all my pieces yet, but yeah, it's just some eye candy to look at while we chit chat. I notice on videos, like for some reason, they probably have a stack of silver, as high as the wall behind them. But if I can't see one piece of silver, I'm like not satisfied. So.
Well, to be fair, I also have a box. I have this box. I did not make this box. I bought it on eBay, but it's a cool little box. And in this box, I just have the one thing that doesn't kind of fit anywhere else, which is sterling silver stuff. So this box is full of sterling silver rounds.
Oh, yeah.
And also some larger boxes like mint sets that don't fit in my glass boxes. So.
Yep.
But yeah, so it's not like a treasure box quite like yours, overflowing with silver. But I do have a treasure box.
For sure, you got it. You need one when you get into this. It's kind of goes together. I was watching something on a movie about money, and I noticed they had a precious metals box like this, kind of full of silver and gold. I thought, man, I got to get me one of those. So yeah.
I have this little guy. He's got the 50 state coins, the gold-plated clad state quarters in him.
Yeah.
So yeah. Oh my gosh, my camera is super overheated. I'm just deactivating it and activating it again to keep it going. But yeah, little treasure box, big treasure box.
One thing I'm noticing on my end is I can't see, like, all I have myself in the corner of the screen up top, but then the big picture is just black with a person that hasn't put up an emblem yet.
Well,
so
you
I
should
can't
be able to see me. So maybe my camera is disabled.
That's what I'm wondering, because I don't have. It just shows an empty body there, like somebody hasn't uploaded a photo or something.
All right, maybe this could break the stream, everyone. So bear with me, but I'm gonna try changing the camera on the phone call to be the one. Oh, it's disabled. Yep, it's disabled. Let's see if it'll do the Sony. Could not start this because it's in use somewhere else. So it's all right. I know what I have to do. So I added myself a different way into my OBS. So it's I'll give you something to look at here, but it'll be.
Oh yeah, there you go. Yep, that give me a picture.
Yeah, yep. So there's a picture, but I can't show you my face because it's embedded over here. I did that wrong. So after the stream tonight, I'll put the camera from the phone call on this page instead of the camera from OBS, and then it'll be correct. And I figured out the audio, and I think I tried to do it too complicated. I over-engineered the solution and broke it. But I'll just leave you on that because I can leave you on that, and if we talk about a coin or something, at least you'll be able to see it.
Yeah.
So what's your most exciting piece in the box there? I saw some star-shaped stuff. Is that MK bars?
Yep. There's some MK bars collaborations in there. I got quite a few people's channel rounds, kind of from early on, in the YouTube days, like International Stacker and Rethinking the Dollar, and some of those, older, kind of bigger channels, So I wanted to grab some of their rounds before they disappeared.
For sure. So it's interesting because if I want to look at you, then I have to look at the screen. If I want to look at the crowd, I have to look at the camera. So everybody's looking at me sideways now. And the camera is tripping out today too. I'm just, technical glitches. We'll get them solved. I've worked to improve the quality of the audio and the stream quality quite a bit. So,
you sound really clear.
Well, that's good to know. It's actually peaking out my meters a little bit, so I'm gonna drop my volume just the tiniest sliver.
Yeah, you're plenty loud.
Yeah, it's super loud, and it's actually peaking my meters out too much. So let's move it back to about right there, and that's maybe gonna fix the static that someone mentioned earlier as well. So hopefully that's a better audio volume.
Still good on my end.
Sweet. And I had opted to leave the music out of this channel, but in theory, I could add that too. But I'm afraid that it'll cause us all kind of problems with the phone call, so I'm not going to do that.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, man. Come and take it. Come and take it.
Bet.
Molin Labe rounds. There, yeah, I've got some different Molin Labe rounds that say "come and take it" on it.
Nice.
Are you wanting to do any sales or bins today on the channel? I'll let you, you can sell stuff if you want to sell anything on here. The idea is I'm a local coin shop, buy, sell, trade. You're now in my shop.
I like it. Yeah, no, that's cool. I'm kind of looking at the different avenues too. So yeah, I'm excited for you having me on here today. Thanks for that. And I'm kind of interested for sure in looking down these different avenues of how to do things, but I like your idea, and maybe in the future if I'll get some stuff lined out and we can come back on and do it again or something.
Well, we can plan something and have an event. There's things that I want to do where I've told people, I used to, so now I sound like Joe Biden. I can't finish the sentence. No, listen here. At the end of the day, I did this last year as a test. I was on for about 3 months. I did a weekly auction every Sunday night. They were very successful considering I was a zero start channel with no subscribers. But nice. I get 30 or 40 people every Sunday night by the time I'd done it a couple weeks and word got around. And I would sell out my merchandise. I'm doing content videos once a week at that point, but I had a full-time job. Now I've left my full-time job to pursue this full-time. So I'm going to be online a lot, making content a lot, making shorts a lot, throwing myself into YouTube and precious metals. And I would like to find a co-host type of person. If I'm going to open the store, as it were, all day long, every day, and be on here from like 10 to 4, then people dropping by like you to sell things or talk about things, share the news.
Yeah.
Libertad. Let's play Libertad. I got a Libertad. My Libertad can beat up your Libertad. My Libertad is 5 ounces. I have a bunch of them.
Nice.
But this one happens to be handy from the last stream. Somebody asked to see it. I'll figure out where the middle of my camera is. Actually, I'm holding my arms out when I can just go like this. There's a little further behind the scenes. And
I can't.
A little closer. Look at that. Oh, I can just zoom right into that 5 ouncer and
yeah, see, this is hard on me because I can't see it, and I'm just.
Oh shit! Well.
No, it's okay.
I got to figure that out.
No worries.
Too close, man. This was the test that tells me the things I need to know to make it better for the next time.
Yeah.
So
you're teasing me with that 5 ounce Libertad over there, and I can't even see it. So.
Oh well, here, let me put it where you can see it.
Oh yeah, there you go. Okay, so you're live on this other. Okay. Oh well, that's easy. I didn't realize you were live there. Okay, I thought that was a still picture.
No, man, that's one of my other cameras. I have 3 cameras, but for some reason in the phone call, I can only show you one, and it can't be the one that I'm using to stream on my face, because what I was supposed to do. So you're on my screen because the phone app gives me a screen of you to put into my streaming app. It says, here's the caller, put him in your streaming app.
I see.
My face is in the streaming app, but not in the phone call. And it won't let me use the camera twice for 2 different apps.
Oh, yeah.
So what I have to do is go through the phone call app to get my picture to put into the stream instead of through the stream to put it into the phone call. It's backwards. Anyway, I can show you my other cameras because they currently aren't in use by the stream. So like the coin box you're looking at or the coin scope, I could change cameras to that. So it's not as easy. Now that's a lot of glare, so you still can't see it. There you go. I'm showing long lived on the second camera on the phone call now, the 5-ounce Libertad. And it looks just like a Libertad, it's just a lot bigger, that's all.
You bet. It's beautiful.
Yeah, and it's so glaring, it's hard to show. So I'm gonna put the gold back up there because it doesn't glare as bad. And maybe you'll spend $400 on this piece of gold. I have a lot of pieces of gold this up. So cool. Let me check on the chat room. Are there still people looking at us talking to each other? Oh, Hambone's here. Adam Hartman made it in. Lola Davis, I think I said hello to you before. Awesome. Good to see you. Stu's Metal Detecting. How you doing? Welcome in. We are open today in the local online virtual coin shop. Guest speaking today, Long Live Coins, showing us just some of the silver he's got in his collection, in his treasure box on deck. Now I could switch the whole room. Okay, so what I could do to give you the live camera of me, Long Live Coins, I would have to put the stream on the coin box or the microscope cam, but then they won't be able to see you on the stream or hear you, so that won't work. I have to stay on this screen for them to see and hear you, but that's okay. We're shaking it down, and it's working really well, I think. I mean, now that we got the latency problem sorted out, your picture looks fantastic. You have, a great shot. Your coins are looking good right there. What is that? 82.
This is number 82 of Rethinking the Dollars channel round. I don't know if you've ever seen his channel, but he did a collaboration with MK Bars. And that's number 82 of his channel round. Let's see, I don't know if it has the year on here or not, but a couple years ago.
So a couple things. I should put my picture on the right because the way I look at my camera makes me look like I'm looking away from you. And my camera keeps freezing. But if I had the camera over there or you on the left, then it would be like I'm looking at you instead of looking at the screen over here.
Looking off into nowhere.
Yeah, looking off into Never Never Land.
Well, I'm glad this other camera's working because then I can still interact with you at least on because it makes it a lot better if you're trying to talk coins and see what each other has.
Yeah, no, the way I understood it was you would see whatever camera I wanted you to see, and apparently that's true, except for the one camera that I really need you to see.
Right, on the mainstream. Sure.
Yeah, and again, I can fix that by, I could probably do it live, but it would be weird to have in my stream recording where I basically would deactivate this camera, replace it with the one from the phone call on the stream. I don't want to break things while we're running. We actually have, right now it's not very good for you, but it's great for the audience because they see both of us perfectly.
Well, that's what counts.
To a point, yes. Although when I'm trying to do this as an actual coin shop business where you're coming in as a customer, calling into the show to talk about metal, you need to be able to see what I'm showing you and all the different things.
Yeah,
Baby Bluegrass, take care. Congratulations again on your health recovery. That's amazing. Oh, ship coin. I have that coin.
Yeah.
I love that one, yeah.
I wonder if I can pull up chat on this. I do a face reveal here trying to.
Yeah, you're not gonna face reveal. I can blank you if you want for a second.
Oh, it's all right. It's all right. I can just cover it with my hand. Okay. I was hoping. Oh, here is I wonder if I can pull this chat up. Oh no, I can send a chat. I bet, but I can't see it.
So there's a chat in the back room, which is between us. So if I send you a message like hello right here, that's just us. That hello message, that was just for our lobby for the phone calls. Because in theory, everyone in the audience could call me right now. I don't know what it would do to my bandwidth, but you'd all be queued up. I could turn you all on, and then it's like a Zoom. Whoever's speaking, their picture will appear on the right. And then, so it's voice activated. So like if you're on here and Cash Money's on here and Lola Davis is on here, then whoever's talking will show, and I'll show the whole time. And in theory, I'm supposed to be in that, and then it would be full screen, and then it would be like I'm talking, you're talking, whoever's on is the one up, and thumbnail the other people. But it's like, configuring all that. I was up till like 3 a.m. messing with this stupid stuff, and at least we got it to function to some degree.
I think overall for the first go, it's doing pretty good.
Well, the real-time conversation with you is amazing while streaming, while running playback on a second computer. Like, I'm wearing my cable modem out right now.
I bet. Man, I don't know if you can see the blue in this or not.
Yeah.
But I don't know. Somehow
is that a spectacular?
Yeah, somehow he gets these blue pores, and I don't know how he does it, but I can't help but love that blue color. I've just never seen it before on silver, like he does it like that.
I think it's antiquing, like a coating.
For sure.
Like gun blue, like it could be gunmetal gun bluing that he's putting on the silver, right?
He's definitely got some trick up his sleeve.
I'm not sure.
Yeah, he got me on it anyway.
I hear the little kidlings behind you. Hello, kids.
Yeah, got a couple little guys.
I love the Krugs.
I do too. They're basic but bold. I feel.
For me, I like the Krugerrands because I'm an 80s kid, right? I don't know how old you are, but I was born in the 60s, lived in the 80s, and there was a Styx song called Too Much Time on My Hands. Remember it? I've got too much time on my hands. Point being, there's one line that's like half penny, 2 penny gold Krugerrand. He was exceptionally rich for such a young man. And ever since my childhood, I've thought gold Krugerrands were a big deal because of a Styx song. And so now I have some, which makes me happy.
No doubt, right on. Yeah, I don't have a gold Krug, but I'd like one, no doubt.
Well, I don't have a big one, but I have a 10th or 2. Let's see if I can pull one up. Pull one out of my hat here, Rocky. Gold Krugs. You're in here somewhere. Here's one. I have a couple. Let me switch to the Coinbox cam, which may break the phone call.
Yeah.
Coinbox cam. I'll put it on the scope.
Man, I got some landscaping going on outside now too. I don't know if you can hear that, but
oh yeah, the lawn mowing. So I have a 1/10 gold Krugerrand on the stream screen right now. I'm hearing you. I've got to work out my scenes. Have you ever used OBS? How are you broadcasting?
I have used OBS. I actually do some vinyl DJing, and so okay. I used to use OBS, and now I use Blackmagic, that little stream board. You know what that is?
Yep.
And so I can just jump on that, and that's what I do most of my lives on. So I have pretty good upload speed and whatnot there. I just have not done it for the coin side of things. So far I've used my iPhone, and then this Mac laptop's the only things I've ever used so far on this. So
I'm a perfectionist and a little bit of I spent 35 years in technology, so I always go for the hardest answer. And basically, I did a long time in cryptocurrency. I was pretty influential on a certain blockchain, and I had, a governance position on this blockchain, and I used to go to conferences, but I ran a 24/7 crypto streaming network with about 20 different show hosts that each did an hour, and they would stream, and I had built the servers so that they could use OBS so that I would do my show for an hour, and then the next show would come on right on time. We used a centralized clock on a web page, and they would count down and hit start streaming within 1 second of the last show ending. And our viewers never missed it, never dropped. So you could change, like from my house to your house. You take the stream for an hour. The next host is on time. He takes the stream for an hour. The only responsibility is if a host is late, you got to keep your show on, keep talking until they get there. But I kept it going for like a year and a half. And there were 20 hosts. Each one, we took donations, and they got paid in crypto. And so they were making money to do these shows. And I had just random content. I had a show about paranormal, supernatural. This girl did. We had news shows. We had a couple religious shows on Saturday and Sunday where they did like church services. just everything was running on this network in this community. So take like the Coin family and imagine there's like 20 channels banded together to produce a TV station. And
Yeah,
that,
no, I can.
and that's what we did. So I got really used to OBS and really complicated OBS configurations, and that's why it was my go-to here. But I have not spent as much time testing like this phone call. There's a lot of issues that came out of this that I have to fix. But when I fix them, and when my camera is not overheating and deactivating every 20 minutes, then it'll be really smooth. And over time, I think this will become a reliable place for people to come hang out and talk about coins and buy and sell.
Yeah,
Oh,
no,
you're really spreading it out there.
no doubt. Yeah, no, I think it's gonna be good. I think it's actually pretty smooth for your first go at it. I know it'd be better than I'm going. I kind of want to get a little Tomlov scope as well. And is that what you have?
Yeah, this is actually a Tomlov. It is,
Yeah.
and there's a million brands, so that you knew that random Amazon brand right off the top. That's hilarious, but it is in fact the Tomlov.
Yeah.
And it's a good one. There's a few drawbacks to it. I have a handheld one as well that I like because I can actually kind of pull back and focus it 10 to 100x. The Tomlov, I found it works best at a fixed position, and I can throw a coin under it and get a focus really fast, but I can't back up or go down closer very easily, quickly. I don't know. It's not perfect for streaming, but it's great for looking at coins just on a daily.
Okay, which other one were you liking for the zoom effect or something?
Well, no, what I have, it's not next to me where I can grab it, but I have a handheld. It's the exact same kind of thing as the Tomlov, but it's portable. The idea is it's got Wi-Fi. You can hook to your cell phone, your computer, and you can see the camera, remote, and you can take it out in the field. So I got it because I also metal detect and I go exploring. So if I find something in the middle of a pasture, I can have this literal 100x microscope in my pocket that connects to my cell phone screen to show it.
Cool.
And that one gives you flexibility because you're holding it in your hand. It's like a little tube about the size of 2 Bic lighters put together. Yeah, a little fatter than 2 Bic lighters and maybe a little taller than 2 Bic lighters. But you hold it in your hand and point it at the thing, and it's a camera that you can focus. And as you can move it around easy, it's not on a stand. It's easier to get different shots. But it sucks for streaming because you got to hold it really still. The one on the stand is perfect for streaming because you put a coin on it, it just sits there. It's perfect.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. So yeah, and then like with that that streaming device that I have, you can hook 4 HDMI cameras up. And that's a whole nother thing is when you're trying to get HDMI cameras or just USB
high quality
cameras.
stuff.
Oh man, that's like a nightmare for me. But you probably it sounds like you know all about it. I'm just gonna call you from now on and
you can call me and we'll talk about it. I don't know what I know. I'm shooting my face with a Sony ZEV10, whatever. It's like a $800 digital SLR with like a $500 lens on it. So my face should look really good. But it's overheating because it's been on for like 24 hours and I forgot to turn it off. So that screwed me. And it's under lights. So it's pretty hot. Then I've got the microscope cam and the coin box, which is a little light box that it wasn't very sturdy. So it's inside of a cardboard box and it's kind of hokey when you see it in real life, but it looks good on screen. A little too small. I should have got a bigger light box so I could do spreads like they do on the race shows where I can have 20 things out there instead of 2. Oh, I love that. That's egret.
Stork or whatever. Yeah,
Stork.
What is that? Stork.
I think that's an egret because storks, don't they have like a little bit like a pelican, like a little, maybe it is a stork.
Probably, man. You wouldn't. I don't know. You're probably.
I lived at the beach. I lived in Florida for 9 years, and I remember egrets, and they look like that. But without the colors, it's hard to tell because it could be like 15 different kinds of birds, depending on what color it is. So there's all different kinds of egrets and storks and pelicans and flamingos that all look kind of similar. Barbados, probably an egret, being a beach country.
Yeah, right on.
Just my guess.
So we got another Barbados here.
Don't break the silver, sir.
Yeah. No doubt. Oh, it's just a seahorse, I guess, on this one.
The seahorse. I sold my seahorses to a buyer last fall that loved seahorses, and they cleaned me out of seahorses. I think I might have one or two left. I
You ever
have
had a?
hundreds of rounds.
Yeah. I tried to just come up with an assortment to fill this thing up, and
I could be doing.
really.
We could be simultaneously blinging people out here with both our cameras. This stuff is so heavy. Oh my gosh, to bring off. But while you're showing rounds, I could be showing bars like 10-ounce Geigers in the factory plastic.
Nice.
But you can't see what I'm showing them. I can hold it over here for you as well.
Oh, I love Geigers. No doubt.
I'll tell you what I love. I love East India Company. I'll show you first this East India Company shipped bars. These are 250 grammars. I wanted to own a kilo. Everything I buy is in ounces. Let me zoom this in. Wrong way. Everything I buy is in ounces. And I wanted to own a kilo of silver. And I also wanted something historic. So I did a video about the East India Company trade routes and silver merchants and sunken ships full of treasure. And I bought I bought a kilo of East India bars so that I could own a kilo of something. So at 250 grams a piece, I'm zoomed in on my face really close, but a full deck of those. So full deck of those guys. We'll just kind of line them up across the coin box here.
Lift it up. Just lift one of those up for just a second there, so I can. It's too low. Oh, there you go. Yep. Okay. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Those are awesome. I don't think I've seen those in bar form like that.
They come in 10-ounce and 250 grammars, and 25 to be 250 grams is like less than 10 ounces, but it's like 8 something. So I don't like the kilo because it works out to like 32 and change. Just for a quick click, I'm gonna show everybody out there and take you off screen.
Sure.
It won't work. I guess I can only have. I'm gonna have to have a camera just dedicated to the phone calls. And that won't be one that I show people. It'll be the one you see. Here's a 5-ounce Heracles. Again, you can't see it, but they can. Okay. While you're showing what looks like, what's that one called again you're holding up right now?
This one is from Russia. It's their 2018 coin. I'm not sure what exactly it's called. It's, let's see.
5-ounce Heracles.
3 ruble.
Okay, so I was just thinking it looked kind of mythological with the dude stabbing the creature and.
Yeah, it's what Saint George or Michael or whatever he is stabbing the dragon. It's kind of a popular.
Saint George Michael, yeah, he's like a famous saint from '80s MTV era. Saint George Michael. I remember Saint George Michael. I should check in on the chat room. Do we still have an audience? Yes, we do. Oh, Donald Lehman's saying he's never seen a spider coin yet. And they have a tiger around.
I was just showing that spider coin a minute ago. That's from Australia. Where did that go? Yeah, this one here.
Of course it is, because Australia and spiders is like natural.
Funnel web, I think it's called.
Funnel web. Those are the huge ones, right? They're like the size of dinner plates or bigger.
I don't know, but it looks big.
I got to figure out where the center of my screen is. This is a super toned 10-ounce eagle bar, which is or pheasant, I mean. Not an eagle. It's like a pheasant, I guess. What's it say on the back? Just 10 ounces. Troy. It's super cool toner, though. I'll show you on the phone cam now.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, it's not showing so good on this little webcam, just a 10-ounce bar.
Okay. Is that's not over the Grand Canyon by chance, is it? Do you know?
No, well, it's hard to say. It just kind of looks like it's over woods. Let me get my magnifying glass out because in the corner kind of looks like a building. Yeah, that might be the Grand Canyon. I think it is. Let me give you another look at it. Let me back off my face because I keep zooming in to show them stuff. So it is, I think, the Grand Canyon. If you look at the background, it's kind of like rock formations, but it's like a
Yeah.
pheasant. It's not an eagle. It's like a pheasant, or maybe it is an eagle. No, it is an eagle. God, I need my glasses on.
You know what? I was gonna. Me
is
and
an
my
eagle.
wife got married
This is what I'm showing them, folks.
on the Grand Canyon there, and there was an eagle flying overhead when we were getting married, and that really takes me back there.
Ironically, birds in my first wedding, and I was married twice. My first wedding, we were so young. We were like 20 years old and pregnant and getting married and stupid. But I had one friend who played guitar, and he played Blackbird at the wedding because it sounded nice on an acoustic guitar. We wanted a popular song.
Sure.
I didn't realize for decades that Blackbird is like about escape. My ex-wife, cheated on me and left with a younger man. So, yeah, no, not to get into the sad story, but the point is, you had the eagle. Hopefully, your marriage has soared and to obtain new heights and never crashed into the canyon. Whereas mine had Blackbird at the wedding, and just let me say,
man.
1 star. Do not recommend. Would not do again. That's hilarious.
That's funny. I shouldn't laugh.
You can laugh. I've been divorced for 20 years. My daughter's 31 years old. She's older than I was when I got divorced. Well, about the same age. Here's a couple little 5-ounces that are for sale. These Britannia ones. I really got to work out the cameras during the phone calls so that I can switch cameras during the phone calls. That's definitely a thing I need to solve. Yeah. I did that in haste last night and did not think that through.
You know which round, or maybe this is actually a coin. I like this coin for some reason. I know it's just basic, but for some reason.
Oh, I love that one. I have the ox.
I don't know, something about it really grabs me. I like reverse proofs too, I guess. So
I'm a huge fan of the Aztecs, as simple as they are. I've got a 5 and a 10 ounce here. I've got all the rounds and different shapes and sizes. Everybody knows what they look like, but I just love them. The Aztec detail, the fine detail.
Yep. I have actually something I'm kind of proud of. That's from First. You know the mining company First Majestic, probably.
I do. Yes.
So I have a set of their early rounds. I think it's 18 ounces. They had a little set. It's got a 10 ounce. And one side it just has the big FM for First Majestic, but then on the flip side it has the Aztec calendar, and it's a big 10 ounce. I really like that one.
You think that FM stands for First Majestic? It really stands for effing metal, dude.
No doubt.
Effing metal. Speaking of cuss words, I've got the. I don't know if you guys have seen. I'm not into colorized stuff much, but I got the Narcos. I'll show you on the phone call. The Narcos with the cocaine and bullets on it.
I don't know that one.
Let me pull that one out. Let me pull that out of the box. I don't know if you've seen this. This is a series from the It's actually in a little plastic shell inside there. But that's the dollar. It's a Libertad.
Nice.
It's a painted Libertad with a rolled up cocaine dollar and a bullet on it and a line down the middle. And then the back is just plain Libertad. But if I can get the color to pop here. Let's see, get it back in the light.
That's sweet.
Get it back in the lights. I can't get the colors to pop for you. It's too reflective, the plastic box. But it's got blood stains all over it. Now for the people that are at home. And Cash Money, are you still here? Because I think I might have actually got this from you, dude. I might have got this from Cash Money. This feels like a Cash Money race add-on upgrade that I might have bought last year. I'm not sure what attracted me to it. I've never seen the television show Narcos. Silverpaws has the funnel spider. Donald Lehman says he's really enjoying looking at your box. It's an awesome box.
Well, thank you. Got some.
Just checking in on Stack. Hambone's popping in and out. Yeah, we just have a handful of people watching us right now, and that's okay because we're just checking it out, testing it out, trying it out, doing the things. But yeah, and I gotta zoom that camera back out again. I have a remote control tripod thing that I'm able to zoom my camera in and out with, so that's why I'm like zooming in to show you coins and my eyeball right there, and then zooming back out to not be on my face so much.
How you liking that remote camera?
Sony, it's a really sweet camera. It's one of the top 2 or 3 recommended YouTube streaming cameras, the Sony ZV-E10.
Okay.
It's already been, it's last year, so already there's newer ones if you go top camera of 2023, but it was the top camera of 2022.
Okay.
And, I was going out of the country last fall and I was starting a channel at the same time, so I went ahead and invested in a couple grand worth of camera shit.
Nice.
Yeah, I mean, it was a stupid purchase probably if all I'm going to do is sit here and stare at it like a webcam. But the conveniences, like, webcams that can't do this. And, look at me, I'm your dealer now. And yeah, I recognize every time I see one of those, it's like, oh, MK bars. That's not MK though, is it?
It is.
It is.
It's MK bars, but it's IS, International Stacker. It's got the little crab on there. I don't know. It's not antique, so it's a little hard to make out the crab, but it's there. And I think I have an antique one somewhere. But yeah, International Stacker. Surely you guys know his channel, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
I can't wait till our channels are big enough that people are like, oh, Historic Metals. And everybody's like, oh, I love that guy. I've got 2 of his channel rounds.
Wouldn't that be nice?
It's coming, man. This is all you got to do is be here every day and not be stupid. I'm going to try to at least be here every day.
Well, I don't know about the not being stupid part.
That's why I left that out of my, capability. I think the biggest problem I'm going to have doing this like full-time streaming, I'm fine with. I can talk forever and I've got stuff to show and tell all day and I can do buy and sell deals and people can call in and it'll be interesting. Cover the news and all the things, but I smoke cigarettes and I've now been streaming for like 2 hours without smoking. And I'm trying to decide if it's okay to smoke on camera or not.
Well, I wouldn't care. And if you want to take a quick smoke, I can show more coins. I don't know.
Well, I don't have a way to make you full screen yet. I am working on that too. I really need to spend more. I did the call thing at the last minute. The call thing should be able to put you full screen. It should be able to allow me to switch cameras while on the call for you and the stream. So I got to figure out, I got to read the manual. Britannia, shiny Britannia. And it's a new one, so no milk spots. Yeah, I think I'm gonna smoke on the camera, man. Is that allowed on YouTube? Jeff says it's okay. Lola says it's okay. Well, that's half my audience. Here we go. I'll keep it down low in case the kids come in.
There you go.
You can't see the smoke either. That's cool. It doesn't show up on the camera. It's too far away.
What's up, bud? What do you need? Sorry, my kid's coming in here.
Yeah, just after I said I'll keep my cigarette off the screen in case the kids come in. And a kid comes in.
Buzzes.
Oh, okay, look at that. Cool.
Awesome. So my whole audience is smokers. Donald, Jeff, Lola, myself. Like, they're all like, yeah, I smoke. It's fine. I smoke. It's fine. I'm smoking right now. It's fine. All right. So, but it's one thing to smoke a cigarette. And it's probably another to, oops, is that a joint that I just held up on camera? Oops, I didn't mean to do that out loud. But yeah, I probably won't smoke that on camera. Although I used to in the crypto streams, but everybody in crypto smokes weed. So
sure.
Because they're all like teenagers, there's no adults in crypto. I was the old guy there. And in this crowd, I'm the young person at 55. Well, I turned 55 in a few months.
I like this round right here too, or I don't know, it's a coin, I think actually, but for some reason. Have you seen this one?
Oh my God, I love that. Wait, tell me more. Flip it over. Queen?
Yeah, it's a queenie.
Is that an Australian silver dollar?
It's
Dude.
It's Australian, but it was like a kind of a little, I don't know what it was. It just kind of came out on the side one year, and I liked
I
the
need that.
design. And
I have a box I bought from Big Apple Stacker. It's one of those cedar red cherry wood, display boxes, and it's called the Australian Silver Dollar Collection. And I filled it up with kookaburras and kangaroos and stuff like that, but and koalas, mostly koalas. But I don't have that one, and I need that. Oh, my camera is freezing a lot now.
yeah, I don't know, something about this one I really like too. That somehow is just like, it's awesome on there.
I can't believe I'm smoking on stream. That feels so unprofessional. I'm trying to keep it on the down low and just take a puff, but I don't want to keep leaning off screen to do it. Whatever I do it, yeah. Donald says whatever you do in your house is on you. Don't face me. But this is a local coin shop. Y'all have been invited into my home. I can't smoke in the store, right? And there's, the inventory is in capsules, in bags, in boxes, and 4 feet behind me. But it's, people are funny about smokers, so I'm just being, kind of funny about it.
Sure.
I'm glad you're showing silver while I'm talking. That actually makes for a good show. I don't have the stamina. I was doing these old coins earlier, these old foreign coins, and I've got them spread all over the desk. I need to put together a bunch of auction lots and run some auctions. And right now, there's only 5 people in here, and I think a couple of them are us. So I'm not sure how accurate those numbers are, but when I get to 10 people, I'll do a giveaway if we ever get to 10 people.
Right on. And this one's kind of interesting. I don't know why I ended up with this one, but sometimes I can't help myself with silver.
I'm the same way. And 300 rounds like you've got there, pull them out. Each one is different. Each one is unique. Each one's from a different country, different amount, different.
Yeah, that's kind of why I'm glad I did that with this box. I just kind of wanted an array of stuff that no matter what, usually pulling out something unique and different each time. So that's kind of cool.
Well, in the typical evolution of a stacker, my personal stack that isn't inventory is a combination of high-end collectible numismatic stuff and basically 5 and 10 ounce silver bars, like bulk weight. So,
nice.
But what I've got to sell, hundreds and hundreds of rounds like you're showing now. It's like, world silver, with all the great images and all the great designs and mints.
Yeah, it's amazing how many and I don't get tired of it. I'm always like, oh man, I need that one.
Me too. I never get tired of it. Then I get it in the mail and I'm all excited and I put it in the box and then it's like, oh, there's 300 rounds in that box. I should look at them sometime.
Yep. This is one of the first times that I'm doing what I'm doing too, so it's kind of nice to
go through. There's that second one of those ships.
Yep. One of the I can't remember what they're called. Bounty.
Yeah, I can't remember either, and there's a few of them I get confused. Queen Anne's something.
Queen Anne's Revenge.
Yeah, and there's the one that's in that series, Queen Anne's Revenge, not Jolly Roger. Shoot. I have to Google everything. My memory's terrible. Oh, I love that too. You're the Tiger. Awesome. So the phone call is holding up pretty well. Given I don't have good camera for you, I'll have to go watch some YouTube videos about how to make YouTube videos because I heard you like YouTube videos. So.
Got a little combi bar.
Yeah, I've got one of those still in the package, and I honestly can't see myself ever opening it. Still in the thingamabob. And I've got gold that's little singles like this and a few silver grams that I've like won or been given or whatever.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I'd rather just buy small silver than break this. It hurts to break this.
I enjoy it.
It hurts my soul,
It's a cool feeling. I took these I used to do some gun shows.
Oh, cool.
And
gun show.
I had a little like a wheel of fortune type of thing, and you'd spin it, and if you hit on the right square, I'd give them a 1 gram, and I'd let them break it off. And I'd say, okay, you get 31 of these, and you can follow the spot price. So.
I wonder if I just move this window over to my other monitor, then I would be watching you in the right direction. instead of looking off to the other side where you're not on screen. Oh, that's much better. Now it looks like I'm looking at you. Yay.
Nice.
Nice. So we'll move the chat to the first screen, and that's going to screw me all up because now everything's in a different place. Just want to remind everybody that's watching, thank you for watching. I appreciate the watch time. The likes, subscribes, and comments are super helpful. Get over to Long Live Coins channel and subscribe to him as well. In fact, Long Live, do you have the stream chat open anywhere?
No, I don't, because I think it was.
Were you in there earlier?
You
were in there. Okay, I'm going to look for your name in there and try to right click and get your channel and share it into the chat for everybody to go subscribe. I need to mod you too, and mod a few people in here that aren't mods or should be already, like Silver Paws. I can do that because he's right here. Let's go ahead and add as a moderator. Pawsy, you're a moderator now.
Nice.
Well, let me find you. I don't seem to have you. You're too far back in the history. Let me try to tag you and then get your name from that.
No worries. Yep. We can get it next time too. Not a big deal.
All right. So I've tagged you, which will let me click on your name to go to your channel. Let's see. Oh, no, it didn't do that. That's super weird. All right. Well, why don't I just go to your channel on a browser and do it there. So let's go to YouTube. I assume everybody's still watching us. I'm looking at different screens now.
Do what you gotta do.
I want to add you as a moderator to my channel so that in the future you'll show up as a blue wrench and have rights to help keep the spam down. Oh, I'm already subscribed to you. Well, that's good. Oh, cool. 70 subs. We can do better. Let's get this guy some subs, y'all. Sub to Long Live Coins. I got his channel link right here. I'm going to put that in the chat right now. Sub to this dude, y'all. All right. Cool. Did that for you in the chat. What else can I do here? David Canham commenting on my videos. Thank you for that.
I'm about down to the bottom of my
you keep that on the bottom, huh?
Yeah, a little bit of gold, I guess. I don't know where that's from, but I think it's 14 or something. 14.
Yeah, keep that in the bottom of the box. Makes sense.
All right. And I'm taking this round out, a copper round. I heard that if you leave it with your other metals, it might do some toning. Is that a thing?
Yeah, I mean, science will tell you that if you put like copper and nickel in a glass of distilled salt water, it'll be a battery or whatever. So you don't want to mix your metals unless it's on purpose, like an alloy or something. But I don't keep my copper and silver in the same box. My copper is all in a little treasure box, kind of like your treasure box, just overflowing with junk. In fact, I'm not sure where that box even is. Here it is. I have a lot of copper, but it's mostly a novelty to me.
Yeah, no, me too.
Again, this is not something I'll be able to show you on a small cam, but I have copper falling out of the box and bouncing off my keyboard, all the way up to 1 pound bars like this one, which is just like a specimen. I have the big old 7 ounce, 8 ounce pew round in copper, that kind of stuff. And just gazillions of copper rounds of all different flavors, mostly cannabis related copper.
Yeah.
A lot of that. I have some, interestingly enough, Geiger, which you don't see very often. I'll put them on the little cam for you. Some Geiger copper square bars. I'm not sure if they're real or if Geiger. Every camera's freezing now. What the hell?
Yeah, I've never seen the Geiger copper.
Let me go over to the phone call and try to show you the Geiger copper. I just have a few. I got them on an auction. They have the Geiger stamps, and they're just little square ounces.
Yeah,
about the size of a sugar cube. They toned real bad. They're just in this baggie. They're turning brown. But cool. I'm not really sure Like I said, I'm not sure if those are legitimately Geiger or if somebody just poured them and came up with a stamp, but the stamp looks really real.
Yeah, they
You
look legit.
zoom in for the people here and show them. If I can figure out where the camera is. There it is. Little Geiger cubes of copper. But yeah, lots of copper in the box. Overflowing here. Hundreds of rounds. So, yep. I'm pleased with the stream quality, though, and I'm pleased with the camera mostly working. Here's something I got from, I think, Steeler Stacker. This is a giant penny. I think it's copper. I'm not sure. It's the size of a damn baseball. Indian head penny. It's like a collectible. I think it's actually junk metal, not even copper. It's not heavy enough to be copper for its size. But fun little piece, display item. Here's a nice little piece in a wooden box. This wooden box, which when you open it, who can guess what's inside? This is copper as well. I bought this for my daughter. I just haven't given it to her yet. It's a copper heart that weighs 10 ounces. Here it is for you on the little camera.
Oh, nice.
I don't know if I'm far enough back for you to see it, but yeah, it comes in a wooden box, real shiny. It's all shrink wrapped, but it's it's very heavy feeling. It's 10 ounces, but it feels like a couple pounds. Came with a certificate of authenticity and everything, but it's not stamped anywhere. Oh, and it's made by Geiger as well. It's a Geiger heart.
Really?
Yeah, that certificate. I didn't even realize that. I just looked down at the certificate and it's like minted by Geiger. So I have Geiger copper. Who knew they did that?
Yeah, I didn't.
I guess I have it and I didn't even really realize it. Go figure. Go figure. What's it? Oh, and this is a pour I got from one of our community members. If you guys know Crazy for Mopar. Have you ever heard of Crazy for Mopar?
I haven't.
Crazy for Mopar.
Maybe I have. I might have. Mopar, that does sound familiar.
He poured me this Imperial Battle Cruiser in copper, which has that rainbow toning on it. I'll show it on the big cam for everybody else. It's the Imperial Battle Cruiser, and you can't really see the rainbow toning in this light, but it's shimmery. It's super cool.
Shimmery.
And it's made by Crazy for Mopar, and that's actually Crazy for Mopar's info here, if it'll focus: gold and silver, copper and brass. And he's a community member that you'll see. This is 3.3 ounces of copper. It was made on June 20th of 2021. It's one of one. So it's the only Imperial Battle Cruiser in the world, and I have it. And I paid too much for it. But he sent it in a nice little satin bag, and with all the cards and certificate and his signature. And, you know, community member, supporting the community, right? I bought it from somebody that I actually kind of know as opposed to a stranger at a show or something.
No doubt, yeah.
Kind of nice. And
that's what some people like complain about. Oh, you're spending too much. Like, man, I enjoy doing that. But
well, I'm supporting people. I have a piece from Shroom Day. It's in the other room right now, which is actually in memorial to my mother and his mother. It's a little poured copper owl, and it's just the sweetest little owl. He's about an inch tall and just perfect, greedy owl.
Nice.
But Shroom Day made it. He was in the chat here earlier today. He's at a festival this weekend called Myco Fest. He's a mushroom hunter, and he's at a festival for mushrooms. Not the psychedelic kind, but the actual food kind. Oh. I mean, I'm sure he does the psychedelic kind too. He's into mushrooms, but he's actually at a festival and he streams about it. He's one of our, Coin family friends. So he'll be streaming this weekend from Myco Fest, which is mycelium is the official word for mushrooms or whatever.
Yeah.
And they have a weekend festival where he's camping and broadcasting for that.
Cool.
But he does pours and all that kind of stuff. So yeah, cool. I'm so glad you called in too. And if anybody else wants to call in, you can. You just go to historicmetals.com/live call and you can join us here. So many windows. I have 3 monitors on this machine. I've got chat and stream controls. Lola says there's copper dice now. I think they've had that for a while. Donald Lehman just screamed no as he broke a piece off. So he saw you break that silver. Man, I can't stand it. Oh, so Donald Lehman is in. I'm checking out the chat now. Hey, Coinbox. SC up in the house. Coinbox Gold and Silver. This guy's doing it right now. Everybody knows SC Stacker. Coinbox Gold and Silver just entered the chat and interrupted me as I was about to ask you Donald's question. So Donald asked you, Long Live Coins, what was your reason for getting all those coins? Now, there's also bars and rounds, but he says, it looks like it caught your interest, or were you trying to complete a set? I'm guessing he's talking about all the MK bars stuff. And SC, I'm so glad to see you. I'm going to talk about you in just a second. But first...
Well, yeah, maybe if you would clarify. I mean, I have a lot of poured silver that, like you say, a lot of them collaborations with MK bars, or some people just doing their own pours.
Right.
And yeah, I like supporting channels and getting in on some of their early rounds and try to get them, before they get big is kind of the funner part of it. But so yeah, I enjoy that, just to chase channel rounds down. But then also, like we were talking, I built this precious metals box chest, and just once you get it, you got to fill it. And I decided to go with just kind of an array of different stuff, so just to give it a bit of interest that way when I ever go through it, like I just did today. I got different stuff piquing my interest, and there's a lot of stuff in there you forget kind of when you pick it up, and then you go back through it and you're like, oh yeah, I remember that. I like that piece. So yeah, I don't know, just something to keep me interested, I guess.
Jeff Davis says he's a big pew pew collector, and I guess he's talking because I showed the copper pew pew a second ago. So actually, let me address Coinbox Gold and Silver real quick. SC Stacker is one of my online heroes. My camera has frozen again. Let me unfreeze that. And he's been streaming some of the best auctions on YouTube for as long as I've been in, forever. He's been here longer than me. I've been here about a year and a half. He's been here forever. He has just opened up a real live brick and mortar shop, showed his face reveal, gave us his name. So as of right now, I think half of America is converging on South Carolina to rob him, but I don't think so. I'm just kidding. But he's been broadcasting all week from the setup of his new store. It's really exciting to watch. I tried to do that last summer. I was going to open a brick and mortar location at a local indoor flea market. I got over there, and speaking of getting robbed, the first day I was there, I was unloading my inventory, setting up, and like 6 dealers came to me and said, don't do this. We've all been robbed here. This place is terribly insecure. So I did not set up there and threw my rent away for a month and backed out of it and continued on with my day job. But this year I've decided to come online and do this, streaming content and auctions here. But SC is like my hero, because he has the merchandise, he has the prices, he has the quality streams, he does a good, quick, fair, efficient deal on auctions on Sunday nights. And now you've got a real life store where you can go see him. His name's Mark, and you can walk in there and be like, Mark, what's up? I want to buy all your stuff. And Mark will be like, that's cool. I will sell you all my stuff, and we will make a deal. And that's how that will go. And he will treat you super, super well. I can't wait to make a road trip over there and shoot some video in the store with him. I'm definitely going to try to be one of the first people to actually get there and shake his hand and thank him for a year's worth of fantastic deals. And may they continue, and all the best of luck and all the success in the world to you, Mark, with your store, man. And actually,
I know you CS. Oh, okay. It took me a minute to put
SC Stacker, right? Yeah, he's changed names but kept the channel. A bold move, Cotton. It's a bold move, Cotton, but it might work out to change your YouTube name when you're as established as he is.
Yeah.
But that's why I'm shouting out Coinbox Gold and Silver equals SC Stacker equals Mark, your guy in South Carolina.
Nice. Yep.
Yep. Chili Gumbo. What's up? What's up? Looking at South Carolina too. Yeah, Chili's going to the store to go rob him. No, I don't think you're going to want to try that, because I got a feeling that Mark goes into his store about like I do in mine, talking about collecting pew-pews. I'll just hold that up on the screen. And if that one's not in reach, I can reach up over my shoulder here and go with this one. which actually is swinging it around because it's not actually loaded. But what I'll show you about this, that's genuine gold flake in the handle. I got gold in my guns, man. So I ordered these handle grips for this 6-shooter. I'll show you on the little camera here, buddy. I don't know. I'm not checking focus when I show you stuff, but that's actual gold.
Nice. Wow.
Actual gold in the gun grip there. And that's always on hand. If anybody comes and tries to rob my shop, they're going to be making mistakes right and left because I'll have them covered right and left.
Defeat serving them up the precious metals faster than they can handle them.
Keeping the SD stacker circle for a bit so people know who he is. Oh, yeah. So, Coinbox, when you first broadcast the other day with the new name, I got the notification and I had no idea who you were. But I saw the little tiny circle for your profile picture. And I'm like, I know that one. I have that sticker here. And then I realized it was you. And then when I came on the channel and you were standing there in front of the camera, I was like, oh my God. First of all, a lot of people were reacting like, oh, he doesn't look like the voice we expected. I have to say, honestly, Mark, you looked exactly like I expected you to look. Now, I've had glimpses of part of you in reflective coins when you did sort of accidental face reveals. So I had some idea that you had dark hair and, you know, you were a South Carolina white guy, you know. But when I saw you in person on the camera, I was like, yep. I wouldn't have recognized you on the street from your voice maybe, but when I saw you, I was like, yep, that's who I thought he would be. So that was kind of cool. And I do appreciate the time you took with me as well when I called you for some consulting about getting my channel going. I spent about 30, 45 minutes on the phone with SC, with Coinbox. And I'm going to have to switch to calling him that to make it stick. And I was super grateful for that. Hope you enjoyed the little gift I sent you after. So awesome. Meanwhile, Long Live Coins is here with a new channel who needs subs real bad. So let's everybody get over there and sub to him and promote him. He's trying to get it going. Purchased 23,000 already. Is the store open, Coinbox, or was that just your wholesale purchase for the next show? Not done. Are you buying over the counter, Coinbox, or are you you know, by the way, Coinbox, all you have to do is go to historicmetals.com/live call on your cell phone, mute the stream and call in, and you can talk to us. You can tell everybody about your shop and introduce yourself properly with the new name and talk to Long Live Coins if you want.
Yeah, why don't you should hop on? I actually need to jump off. I got
you don't actually have to go. If you have to go, you have to go, but you can stay and he can come too, and then just whichever one of you is talking will show up. It's magic.
All right. Well, I'm going to go. I'm going to warm up some coffee, talk with the kids for a minute. I'll just hang on in the background. I might be back. And if you have somebody else on, great.
Okay. Well, then here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to take you off the camera and go back to regular cameras.
Yep.
And then when you get back, either get my attention either in chat in the back room or in the, because I'm going to mute you so that you can just stay. Okay. Cool.
All right. Awesome. Thanks, man.
Cool. Thanks for coming by there, Long Live Coins. So we'll leave him up and we'll go. To you now because I can actually stop the video over there and get my camera back. Maybe if I do that and that, then the callers can see what's going on and it might work. Awesome. I might have just fixed things. Okay. So yeah, let me try to. Boom. There it is. So let me get some of this stuff out of the way. Awesome. Hear music, no words, he says. That's because the mic was... If I get echo now, let me know. I think I have to do all kinds of muting and changing things to switch back and forth between the phone calls and the live stream stuff. So let's see now. Do I have all my cameras back? Here's the coin box. Here is coin scope, which is all out of focusy. Focus. Let's focus. Can you guess the coin from just the cactus? Who knows what that is? It's Boobies. Boobies on the stream, up close and personal. All right. All right. So, yeah, we had some gold up here earlier. We were looking at this almost quarter ounce 1882 Italian gold here. Kind of pull that out of the way. Make a little stack of the stuff I've already showed and told. I have this, this is a silver sombrero with some chains and jewelry in it, silver jewelry. This is an Aztec ring that I actually had made out of a half-ounce Aztec round. I can't get the focus. Come on now. That's super small stuff, but you all know what the Aztecs look like. This is what it looks like when it's a ring. I think I'll put that on. So, yeah, just getting things figured out, making it happen. Let's see. Yeah, you could hear me because I had the mics all muty wrong, but it should be fixed. I think I'm back on just streaming and not phone call mode now. So I have to make some adjustments to my rig, so that'll all work out nicely. And get a bigger light box that I can fit more stuff in. And just all those kind of things. So actually, I think I've been on so long now that even my playlist... so we'll just disable shuffle, re-enable shuffle, pause it and play it again. And we'll get another 2.5 hours of music out of it. I've been online now for 2.5 hours, which has gone really quickly, actually. It's been enjoyable with you folks. What's gonna go in that little stand next? Let's find something pretty to put in there. How about... What we got here? We've been doing a lot of Libertad today. I'm gonna stand another Libertad up here. This is an MS6685. Un ounza. 1985 MS66. Not really here to sell anything today. Just kind of hanging out. Seeing if the stream is all shaken down and working and what problems I have. So today's problems have been phone integration, cameras have to be sorted out, and I have to, oh gosh, what all do I have to do here? I have to fix the cameras, work on the audio a little bit, and suddenly I'm dropping frames, it looks like. So let me know in chat if things get really wacky. Pirate coin. Oh, you wanted to see the pirate coin, Donald. Let me think about where that is. It's actually far less exciting than you would think. And it's very inexpensive. Let me get it. It's in, probably in this box here. Pirate. This is going to be an interesting box to look into right here. I remember you mentioning that now in our messages, Donald. Let's see here. What do we got here? This is a Disney. Okay. Now, how am I going to get all this stuff out without making a giant mess, knocking coins all over the place? Where's my magnifying glass? Yeah, it's a dime. Oh, I did a video about this recently. This is right on top here. This is Oh my gosh, the camera's freezing. That's the other thing I gotta fix, the overheated camera. This is my 1776 Delaware colonial note, 20 shillings, printed on January 1st, 1776, 6 months before we became a country. Super interesting. To counterfeit is death. I did a whole video on it last week. Check it out. 12-minute documentary on colonial currency. And this note in particular, which I got from a colonial currency dealer, but I also got from a community member the same exact note in sterling silver, 1 ounce of sterling. And it's interesting because it actually has the sterling reproduction, and I have the actual real note from 1776, from the birth of our nation. It doesn't get much cooler than the original colonial money that we used here at the time of the Revolutionary War. This money was very important to funding the war. That's the first paper currency that was issued in the United States before it was states or united. Thank you. Yeah, Donald saw the video. I'm working on the video quality, but that's the actual bill from that video that I was just showing. What else is in here? A lot of paper currency on top. Here's a bunch of silver certificates and foreign money. And one other little interesting thing in here is, let's see, just this little tiny, oh my gosh, this stuff is sticking together, plastic. This is a 5-cent paper nickel. I'd have to look at it up close to figure out the year, but paper 5-cent note. Now what this was, these notes were made by the Postal Service. They're actual American currency, but they didn't have currency yet. So it's fractional currency, 5 cents, issued as United States postage stamp backed. So not backed by gold, not backed by silver, but 5-cent fractional currency that you could trade at the post office for postage stamps, which also were treated like money. Because back then, all these colonies, they were all making their own money, right? Like every colony had its own kind of shillings and everything was different for everybody. So postage stamps were a commonality. Oh, this is interesting too. North Korean money. With young Kim Jong on it. North Korea, you don't get much of that outside of their country either. They don't have much of it inside their country. Losers. And yeah, but fascinating. Horse blanket. I'm just flipping through some old, actual, genuine American currency here. And so on as I get down to what I'm looking for, which was the, oh, here's another fractional 10 cent. I didn't realize I had two of those, 5 cent and 10 cent. I've forgotten how much. Oh, $100 Red Seal. $100, but it's actually worth a lot more than that because it's the Red Seal from 1966, signed by Henry Fowler, who was the Secretary of the Treasury. More silver certs. Here's a postage stamp from Gettysburg from 1963. Somebody went to Gettysburg in 1963 and got this postage stamp. Shoot. Got this thing canceled there. Gettysburg. This is, for those of you that are into Carson City dollars, here's a Carson City bank check redeemable for gold. It says, oh, it's in cursive. I can't read it. Pay to the order of gold by signing this original exchange duplicate unpaid. Oh, duplicates unpaid. Can't be duplicated to the Bank of Montreal. Oh, okay. Yeah, right. I remember the story now. So the Carson City Savings Bank got their gold from the Canadian Bank of Montreal, And this will be backed by a Canadian bank to back the American bank in Carson City at the time that Carson City dollars were being minted. So this is a blank paper check for gold to the Bank of Montreal. Am I going to keep regular hours on here, Chili Gumbo? I am going to try, but I don't know if I can fill 6 hours to 8 hours a day every day. I was talking with SC Coinbox about this when they consulted with me. And we were like, you know, if you were going to be an online coin store all day, how would you do that? You just sit here and wait, you know? So I've got the live call-in feature. I've got, you know, stuff to do that's entertaining for a while, but after a while, they'll be, you know, just sitting here. So I'm thinking like 10 to 4, something like that. We'll see how it goes. I'm in Central Time, so I'm kind of in the middle of the country. I was digging down through here for the pirate coin. Here it is. To show Donald Lehman. But yeah, as far as regular hours, I can only say, you know, I have these good luck pieces, and I wish us all good luck that my stream is worth watching that much. So, here's the pirate money. So this is just a little goofy thing. The pirate money is, first of all, debatable what even is pirate money, right? So pirate money could have been Spanish gold. It could have been British money. Could have been Dutch money back in those days. The Dutch were prevalent in international trade. Could have been Asian coins. So I'm going to read you the little certificate. What it looks like is just a little blank metal donut. It's not, I'll put it under the coin cam and the scope in a second, but I'm just giving you the quick overview so I can read you the card. The Strait of Majorca, a narrow waterway some 550 miles long, is the fastest maritime route from India to China. Flanked by Malaysia and Singapore on one side and the Indonesian island of Sumatra on the other side, the passage with its myriad of inlets and river outlets has been a haven for pirates for centuries. Even today, ships fall prey to modern-day pirates who are far less colorful than the swashbucklers of old. In the golden age of piracy, ships were routinely seized for their cargo, which included valuable spices from the Orient. And these coins, these 10 PD coins, were struck in Palembang, a major VOC port in the late 18th century, and filled many a pirate's treasure chest. Inspected and guaranteed for authenticity by Robin Danziger, a member of the American Numismatics Association. This pirate money, as it says on the package, is a tin ring. Now let me switch to the scopes and get it out of the sleeve here, and we'll look at it up close. So, coin as a whole, it's just blank, round. It's probably slicked from time. Has a little bit of printing on this side, as you can see, but it's like a donut, and it's an imperfect one. You can see some sprue, as they call it, in the middle of the cut, but it's intact. It's very thin, very, very thin and light. It bends easily. Let me put it on the coin scope. We'll try to get a better look at it. So, I don't know what it says. It's going to be written in some kind of Asian script. Minted somewhere around, let's see, a major part, 18th century. So, late 1700s, struck in Palembang, which I don't even know where Palembang is. Let's Google that. Palembang. Palembang is in... Oh, it's the capital city of the Indonesian province of Sumatra. Loading, loading, loading. Satellite map, Sumatra. And if we zoom out, Sumatra is... it's got to be around Spain somewhere, coast of Mallorca and stuff. No, straight up Asia. Palembang. And this was all pirate country out here off the coast of Malaysia. And you can imagine all those island chains and all those straits and the Philippines and around Thailand and all. Super piracy stuff, and this coin came from there in the 1700s, all the way around the world from us, way over here on the right. So yeah, cool. That's what's up with that. For real. So that's a pirate coin, and I don't know if you guys have ever seen one before, but that's what it looks like. And it's papered, held up all this time. Yeah, Historic gonna keep any consistent hours, as I was saying. I'm gonna try to be on for many hours a day every day. I will establish a schedule if this proves to be a viable business, you know, that people want to participate in. If they want to shop with me or sell and buy and trade here, or call in and talk about coins. Think of me as that local coin shop you can go to when you can't get to a real one. Like when you can't get the coin box and go see him in South Carolina, you can come see me. What else is in that interesting box of numismatic stuff? There's tons of stuff in there, honestly. Tons of stuff. Want to go way back, we can go biblical and go to the widow's mite. I've done a video about this one as well. This was a gift to me from Vote for Pedro, who sent this to me last fall as a kind of a congratulation. You can see there's Heracles on it. So that's interesting because, let's see if I can get that to sit up here. I want to show you something to compare that to. So that's, you can see his face there, Alexander the Great, ahead of Alexander, as young Heracles. And then, based on that coin, I don't want to crush these paper bills here as I close this box on them and move it over. So, that is what this 5 ounce is replicated from. So you see the original coin from 336 BC to 323 BC before Christ. And then you see the 5 ounce version for better detail of what he looks like. And they even got the edges, you know, each one of these you order, these are from Argentina mint. Each one of these is a different shape. So if you ordered like 5 of these Heracles 5 ounces, they're going to all be a different kind of round. They're not stamped. They're very interesting how they did that. They have a couple different historical ones, but there's the real thing from 300 and the 5 ounce replica from like a year ago. So that's interesting. But yeah, this was a gift to me from Vote for Pedro after I did my first videos. And there's a letter in there from him, which was real nice. Yep. Jeff Davis, Chili Gumbo needs the link to call me. Okay, cool. So group chat calls. Long Live Coins is currently blanked out, but let me get control of my screens here again. Whoa. Hang on. This somehow got off the screen. Okay, there we go. So to call me, you want to go to HistoricMetals.com/live call. And I will see you appear in my control room, and we will switch over to that. It looks like that on my side. All right. So you're going to call me, Chili? I'm watching for you to appear. I'll put that in chat too in case you guys aren't hearing me in real time. It's really easy. HistoricMetals.com/live call. That should work. So let's see if I can get a chili gumbo connection here. All right. It's kind of hot in my house. I have to turn off all the ceiling fans to stream. It's kind of warm in here. What's the weather like where everyone else is? Everybody in the middle of hot summer? Hot girl summer? Yep. I'm watching for you to show up here, Chili. It went pretty well with long-lived coins. Just remember to mute your stream or wear headphones, or else everybody will hear it twice, because it'll pick up the stream on your microphone, and then it echoes, and then it does it on my side. Echo. Lots of echo. The other thing about doing this for 6 hours a day. Oh, password. So password is HM2023 exclamation is the password. It just keeps undesirables out. It's not a secret. It's just so people don't bot snipe the room. I don't know what you mean, Chili. No call, but I can now. Are you I don't know. So just, I'm watching for you to pop up in my lobby, and then I'll put you on the screen if you appear. We'll try it out twice. The more I can try it out, the more I can dial it in so it's nice and smooth in the future. And of course, you can all join as much as you want. Maybe we get to see Chili's collection next. I think Chili said he was at work earlier. Long Live Coins' picture is up. But what we really want is Chili Gumbo's picture to be up. I'm probably echoing right now. Let me switch. Can you guys still hear me now? That I'm learning how to switch my microphones over for calls. Low 80s in Indiana, says Donald. Donald, if you're interested in owning that pirate coin, I could ship that to you for $25 today. They're not expensive, and it's pretty cool. I think I can get more of them. Site can't be reached. Well, here, let me just put the whole full-on ugly link instead of the short link. You shouldn't have any trouble reaching it. You probably typed it wrong. Live call, HistoricMetals.com live call. Try this direct link. Oh, it link's too long to paste in chat. Sorry, it won't. That's why I had to shorten it. But let me just make sure you're going to it correctly. It's HistoricMetals.com/live call. It shouldn't be case sensitive. It shouldn't matter. The password will be, but that's all lowercase. Try changing cams. Let's try a different camera and let's try to yeah. I think things are falling apart. Trying to recover. Let me know when you guys get the music back. But yeah, definitely skipping frames due to encoding lag all of a sudden. Why did that happen? Rules, payment info, the left desktop. All right, I don't know what's wrong now. Might be the call control room is tripping out. I think it locked up. Let me try to refresh that. Might have been because I did that Google Maps stuff. Let me close some of these browser tabs that are taking up memory. Think we're losing it, guys. Let me know if you get the cam back. Well, we're falling apart here. I don't know what's going on. I'm trying to fix some things. I'm going to video. If not, I may have to shut the stream down at 3 hours in and try again another time. Chili Gumbo, were you going to try and join the call? I've lost the the phone control room completely at this point. Hopefully it'll load up. Oh dear. Anybody still left in chat? Anybody still here? I can't tell what's going on anymore. Feels like stuff is crashing. Feels like stuff is crashing. Yeah, I think we're done. Okay, guys, I'm gonna shut it down. Thanks for coming. Yep, gonna shut it down. All right, well, thanks for watching another Historic Metals live stream.